What's up, guys? It's Cyan. We're back, and what we're going to look at right now is Sage Naruto. And is he really that strong? Now, Sage Naruto is a really interesting character, and I'm gonna change out of this formation into the other one. All right, there we go. Uh, and Sage, the reason why people still use him and use them a lot actually because I'm personally going to use them until I get Karama Link because I like Karama Link a little bit better. But Sage in his own right is some next level shit, and I really didn't pay attention to how good he was until like way later on. But we're going to talk about that right now. All right, so we're going to go in. Let's go right here. There we go. I was failing. Alright, so his breakthrough skills actually scale high. They scale high for end game, and one of the reasons why is because they scale off percentage. Now I'll give you an example. Mei. The reason why people still use Mei in China is because her damage is an AoE ignite to everybody, and it doesn't matter how strong the opposite side is, they're always going to get that ignite tick. In fact, the more life they have, the more damage that's going to do over the course of time, because it's always going to do that damage and it's always going to scale. It's just damage that always happens. So that's why people use Mei and people use poison characters, because they scale really well in end game. It just doesn't matter how strong you are, they're always going to go through that. So with that said, we'll talk about Sage. Alright, now the main thing about Sage is I have to actually go to the end. I'll go to the end. No, I don't know why am I doing that. I'll go to the last one. This is the main important one in all of this, is every time that he does actually no, I'm sorry, it's the wrong one. It's this one. Every time that Sage does his chase, he gets a damage buff, and he can chase 3 times. Now here's the thing about this. It scales and it's additive, meaning that it's going to go on top of each other. So every time you chase and you do that, 40% extra damage. Do it again, 40% extra damage. Do it again, 40% extra damage. Now I'm going to show you at the end of this why that is so great. Like man, you're gonna see. All right. Now the first skill, when you get it to Y, when it mutates, it pretty much is going to do extra damage. It's going to do an extra, I believe it's going to be 30%. Get 30% extra damage on top of the Rasen Shuriken. So that's nasty. That's nasty. So that's already scaling off of end game. So you do extra damage on that. So we can talk about all this in a second though. His next skill, which is the clone. The clone basically it's gonna come out and it's gonna have 60% of whatever your character is, and you know Sage is a tanky character to begin with, but on top of that he's gonna have extra resistance on top of that, and he's gonna do the Sage Barrage. This one, he's gonna do this Sage Barrage instead, which is pretty nasty, and we'll talk about the next Sage Barrage in a second. When you actually get to +1, it does an extra 20% extra damage. So you know, again, scaling. Like I literally think that Sage Naruto is the most scaling in-game character in the game, besides Roshi. Both of them together is like, if you have both of those together, oh my god. Like I see now why people did that with the Sage Naruto and the Roshi, because they both scale. Like, oh my god, like this is just scary. So just told you about this one, and then this is craziness on top of that. So not only do you get the extra 20 chakra and you get extra, but what you also get with extra 20 chakra is, I don't know what the 6% does, but the other thing that it does is it removes 2 debuffs, which is like, bruh, you really like you removing debuffs now too, dog. I'm just saying, like really, I'm just saying. All right, so we're gonna go in. I don't have this one, which is unfortunate. I would need to lock all of this and then roll again just to get that one, but that's expensive. Ain't nobody got time for that. So we're gonna go in, and I want you guys to watch Sage Naruto's damage go up during the course of this fight as he keeps doing his chases. Alright, so that's his normal damage right there. So alright, so he just did, and you saw that arrow go up. Alright, you see the arrow again. Alright, there's the arrow again. Now watch what Sage starts to hit with. Alright. Alright, so now that's up to almost 4,000. Alright, so he's still scaling up. You see that? Like, it's still going up. Alright, you see that right there? 6,000. This is not like I just put this team here. It's like I didn't try to do anything. I just wanted to showcase Sage. Alright, see that right there? That's going up to 8,000 now. Like you just see how it just like now. I don't know when the stacks fall off or if they fall off, but it kind of looks like it's not infinite, because if it was infinite and it never fell off, he would start doing like 20,000 damage. He never really does that, but what does end up happening is he starts see like the stacks are still there right now, but it's like the following round they fall off again, and then he has to rebuild the stack. So I'm thinking there's a limit to how strong it can actually get. But the simple fact that his Rasha Shuriken can sit up there, and when it criticals like that with those stacks up there, like you see, like look at that damage right there. The fact that he could do that and do a Rasha Shuriken for like 20,000 damage. One character doing 20,000 damage. Like that's sick. And you know, this is just based off of my gear. So if I was actually, you know, like if I was actually like super geared or something like that damage would be even crazy. Now the stacks are not infinite, so don't think that he's just gonna scale forever. But that's pretty nasty in its own right for him to be able to get to that particular damage. Like that's a lot of damage right there. That's fucked up. That's really fucked up. So it appears like, look at that, like that chase did 10k. Like it appears that the damage itself has a cap and then it falls, and then you have to rebuild the cap again. So we're just gonna just let it, because that's so scary. It's so scary over the course. Like we're about to kill Kakashi though. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, if you have Sage, keep them. Like, not like you can get rid of them, but just, you know, do what you can, get your mood right. Look at that, 10k chase, and then look at that's going up too. So I don't know. Like it might have a soft cap, and then it gets to the point where you can't raise it anymore, because they never actually tell us about all these types of caps, like how far you could scale. So maybe it just gets to a point where it just starts going up a little, like let's say you get to like 200% damage, and then after that you only get like 5% extra damage, or then then you get a 205 or then 210 or something like that. But it doesn't look like that it scales indefinitely, because he would just be doing like 40k, 40, 60k. He doesn't seem to do that, but it seems like it's going up a little bit over time. So I do think that maybe or maybe the stacks fall off. I don't know. Either way, he's a hard hitting mofo like that. So I gotta love it. I gotta love it. I'm gonna start going into a little bit more of these. I think next is gonna be Gaara, because I'm interested in seeing if Gaara has something similar to that. So I'll keep doing it, and then we'll see about it. But Sage Naruto skill broken is strong as F. So definitely look forward to him. Peace.